Yo, what is up, guys? It is your friendly neighborhood True Pain Gaming with the Vital Pet from Heat and Cyanic and Vincent Veak, aka Veak Customs, and I'm about to tell you guys all about it. Check it out. This right here is the Vital Pet created by Vincent Veak, and then the firmware by Heat and Cyanic. So here it is in my hands. As you can see, it's the palm of my hand. It is so small, so compact. So I want to talk about this thing a little bit. What this is this is a modded Vital Bracelet, Vital Breath. This is a modded Vital Breath created by Vincent Veak. As you see, his logo is on here. The shell is created entirely by him. He 3D printed it, and I have to say it is exceptional. It is an exceptional piece of hardware that I get to hold, and it feels great in my hand. I can use both buttons with my thumb, which if you go back and watch some of my older videos, you'll see that I wore this a lot. The Vital Breath, Vital Bracelet, whatever you want to call it. I wore it a lot in some of my older videos, and then it got scuffed. And I sent it off to Vincent before, and you guys may know this. I talked about it a lot on stream. He sent me back a Vital watch, I think is what he was calling it. It was a 3D printed watch instead of the standard like Fitbit looking thing that they sent you, and it was a significantly better quality. And then one day I saw on Facebook, I saw him post one of these. It was a prototype, and he was talking about everything it was, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so interesting. And I hit him up. I was like, hey, man, this is cool. Can you do it for me? And he said, actually, I want to do it on a grander scale. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to put all the links in the description below. There was a Kickstarter to create these things and get these things in everybody's hands. And it met the goal. And so Vincent and Heat and Cyanic are now mass producing these. I have an early copy. There's going to be other content creators who are going to start having their reviews up soon. Again, these are sort of rushed ones for us, so we can review them for you guys. And I just want to say, before I even turn it on and get to the firmware, I say this is 3D printed, but I cannot explain to you. Let me try and get closer to the camera. And you can see the textures on it. Now, this is like a matted texture. It doesn't feel 3D printed. The only thing that feels a little 3D printed is on the sides here. You can see a little bit of the grate on there. And that's the only place you can tell it's 3D printed. On the back, it is the same matting as on the front, the matted texture, along with the on-off button with some metal screws. So again, the only part you can actually tell that's 3D printed is these side pieces and the dim slot. So yes, there's a spot on it for I don't like pulling it out because it scares me. But yeah, there's a spot in it that holds a dim. And even this doesn't feel 3D printed. Again, it's just the sides with the texture there. You can feel it. And again, the bottom of this is actually that same matting that's on the rest of the Vital Pet. And this is something that I think is super, super cool. Now, if you're seeing this for the first time from my video, you're going to notice mine has this on it. Yours is not going to have this little pulse thing here. This was for the Founders Edition if you were a Kickstarter backer. And yeah. He has 25 different colors you can do for this. So I opted to go for... I was torn between a bunch of different colors. I opted to go for the trans red with the gold. I did that because Gallantmon's my favorite Digimon. For any of my viewers who know, I have Gallantmon plastered literally everywhere. So red and gold are his colors. That's why I did that. It also has a different charging type. So it now uses a USB-C charger, which is actually a faster charger for anybody who knows about that stuff. It's a faster and higher quality charger than I believe they were using a USB Type B before. On the regular VB. And the USB Type B is just it's an outdated trinket really. So the USB-C is a really nice touch they added. On the original VB, there was like a little cover thing that would fall off to put your DIMMs in. Here you have a sliding door. Oh, I missed a sliding door that you just stick your DIMM cards right in there, and it is incredible. Again, the craftsmanship that goes into this, he has hundreds of these to make just off the Kickstarter alone. And it really does. He streams when he's working on them and stuff. I will put that in the description below. You can really tell he cares about these. These are a product that he is not just slamming together. He's gone on record saying that this was not something he wanted to rush out. He could have had these shipped out a while ago, and at least for the content creators and even maybe the people who Kickstarter backed, but he wanted to create the best possible thing. He tried injection molding and it didn't work out. And he ended up going with 3D printing, which is what he knows best. And honestly, I don't think you lose anything from the 3D printing. Anybody who's felt a 3D printed item before, you can tell. But this, when I hold this is not something, if I handed this to you, this is not something you'd be like, oh, this is 3D printed. No, this is a high quality piece of material, and it really is an incredible piece of technology. And one of the things you can actually, it is extremely customizable too. So like I said, there's 25 different colors. You get the base color, which for me was red, and the accent color, which is the gold on mine. And then in the future, he's planning on doing accent kits where you can get kits to replace these with other different colors. And you can also get these different backs for it. I like this back a lot because when I'm at work, I wear a belt and I like to strap things to my belt like Batman. And what this is on the back here, you can see all the slots that go in there. You can actually unscrew these 6 screws here and replace the back on it with one that has a belt spot on it. And it's not cheap plastic. It is, again, the same 3D printing, and he uses screws in there to hold the clip on. And it is solid. It is a solid piece, and it feels very, very good. And I would highly recommend this if you're being active and you just want to strap it to your belt really quick while you're at work. And I want to see if this shows up on camera. So I have lost focus a bit. I have a 3D printed DIMM case here, and I really do want to show this. I got on Etsy for like $15. The grading is terrible. Like the texture is very meh. This is very clearly 3D printed, and I hope it shows up on camera. But next to this, it is a completely different beast. This looks like something that would be handed out by Bandai. This does not feel like something that a dude made in his house with 2 3D printers. This is a genuine good piece of hardware. Okay, so I've rambled on enough about the device itself. I want to start getting into the firmware and all of that. So let's go ahead and fire it on. I'm just going to flip the button in the back. Boom. So it is on. So I don't know if it's going to show up that well on camera. Right now I turned it on. I had mine charging. The time is all the same. Let's see, what time is it? I'm just going to keep the time the same. It doesn't really matter for this. So it's currently nighttime. So my Garurumon, oh gosh, that does not show up. Well, let me turn my light off really quick, see if this helps. No, it still doesn't show up very well. Okay. So, it's currently nighttime, so my Garurumon is sleeping. But on here, you can kind of see the new background they put in. It'll be background 2 after you get your upgrade memory and plug it in. And it's like a cool vaporwave background. So you've heard me talk about this upgrade memory. What is that? I actually don't have one to show you guys because mine got a little messed up, so I'm waiting for a new one. But I plan on doing an update video. I'm going on vacation and I'm taking this with me. So when I get back, I plan on doing an update video where I show you guys, and I should have the upgrade memory by then to show you what that is. But essentially you just plug it into your DIMM slot and it's going to change the firmware of your VB and completely reset it. So after you do put that upgrade memory in, you're going to have to reset your DIMMs, but there will be instructions with these that tell you how to do that because you'll have a new firmware that lets you reset your DIMM cards, your old ones, and it will still connect to your app. So for those of you who don't know, the VB itself is not locked to a specific app. It is the app that is locked to a specific account, which you can link with your Bandai account. But that's the upgrade memory. It's just going to look like a really big DIMM card that you sit in here, and you're just going to load it up like a DIMM card, and it's going to essentially make your VB better. So what did they add? So one of the things they added, I can't really show you guys because it's nighttime, but the main thing is they added a sleep mode to the standard VB. So what this is you can actually press both buttons. I'm not going to do it because, again, my Digimon is asleep. But you just press both buttons and your Digimon will go to sleep. What this will do is it'll keep you from losing your vital points along with keeping the evolution timer ticking. So if you're busy, you're at a family dinner or something, you don't want to be like, oh, I got to keep my vital points up. You know, you just put your Digimon to sleep and it's good. And this is something they also added in the new vital bracelet. I believe it's the vital bracelet V or something. The one from the Ghost game. So that's something they added there too. They added a lot of mini features along with like the firmware and stuff I told you guys about, and those instructions will all come in your when you get your vital pet. They will come with your vital pet and it'll explain, you know, in-depth details with what each of these things do and what you're getting. But again, like I said, guys, the main thing you are getting here is this very ergonomic, this very small, not clunky, new, you know, virtual pet type of device. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering how the whole purpose of the VB is that it tracked your steps. You know, it made sure you were getting your fitness in. That was the whole point of the whole gimmick of it, right? So how this does it is it actually tricks the sensor into thinking it's basically constantly being moved. So your Digimon's not just going to die because you left it on. And that is a very cool thing they added. Again, that was with the firmware, I believe. And it really is just an incredible piece. And you're not going to lose, you know, like I said, you're not going to lose vital points and all that. It's going to do its job even without being on your wrist. And I think that was a really nice touch they added because I think that's a lot of people's main fear with this, right? Is like, well, how is it going to track my steps if I'm, you know, if it's, you know, sitting on a desk or in my pocket? Well, look, perfect example. My heart rate is currently 80 over 100. Oh gosh, you can't see it. I hate that it does that. Well, my heart rate is currently 80 over 100. But it's not detecting my heart rate at all. And it has detected that I've taken 67 steps since I've turned it on. So that's pretty neat because I've been sitting in a chair since I've turned it on. So yeah, I'm going to turn mine off because it is about to die. But that's pretty much the gist of it, guys. This thing is very nice. If you are a fan of the virtual pets, which I'm a bit torn on virtual pets, right? I have 2 of the 20th anniversary ones and 1 of the X antibody ones, and I haven't gotten into it just because they take so much time and effort. But I really liked the VB because it was like a passive thing I could do when I'm at work. You know, I'm like, oh, I do some trophies. Let me, you know, pick up this box really quick while my Digimon's getting some trophies or something. Like, it was very easy to use and it just worked with my day-to-day life. The only annoying part is I looked like I was wearing a toy all day. And then when I got the watch, it was scratching because I bumped into things all the time. But this I just put in my pocket. I strapped to my belt with this. And, you know, it just looks like a pedometer or something. And it is a sleek design. Doesn't look like a toy. I very much enjoy this. And I think it is somebody that everybody should at least look into. Like I said, I'm going to leave all the descriptions below. If it's something you think you like, I 100% recommend it. It is something I will be using pretty much every day until I don't use it anymore, which is a weird way of saying I'm going to use it a lot. I'm going to use it a lot. Yeah, there's not much to say about this. Like I said, the dim card, it does hold one dim card. I have my versus memory here. Let's just put that in there. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassing myself. There we go. So like I said, yeah, it holds a dim card in there. So for those of you who don't have, like dim card holders like these, where they just hold all your dims, you can at least have one with you on the go. God, I hate the Bandai one. You can at least have one with you on the go, because like you don't even know it's in there, and then, oh, I want to swap Digimon or like Jogress or something. Bada bing, bada boom, you just pop that bad boy right in there. So that's enough about the pet. I do think you guys 100% recommend it. I 100% recommend it. I do think you guys should definitely check it out. It is something very, very cool, and I like this significantly better than the VB that Bandai produced. Now let's talk about a few of the things about it. So the one major thing about it is it can only be done right now with the current VB, like the base Vital Bracelet. Bandai released the new one. I can't remember what it's called again. I mentioned it earlier in the video. I think it's the Vital Bracelet V. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's the one from Ghost Games. It can't be done with that one yet, because a lot of the firmware that they put in here was actually stuff that was introduced in that VB. But it is something Cyanic, and Vincent are all trying to collaborate and work on for in the future. They can make more of these using those old ones. That's really the only drawback about this thing, and it is kind of a non-issue because most of the people out there have the base VB anyways, and if you don't, you have the newer Vital Bracelet anyways, which already has a lot of these features, and you can still get the just the case from Vincent and upgrade it yourself and put it all in there. It's got instructions that are very easy to use, very elaborate, in-depth, explaining how to put this together. If when you get it, it's gonna come like unassembled, kind of like this in a poly bag, and you're just gonna put it together yourself. And it is an incredible piece. I 100% recommend this. I've said that a bunch. My feelings on this are I am stoked. I am so glad to have this in my hand. And again, guys, I am actually going on vacation. I'm recording this. I'm probably gonna upload this tonight or tomorrow morning, and then I'm leaving for a few weeks. And I am going to be recording vlogs, and I'm going to be checking on this thing. And then when I come back, we're going to get an update video, and I'm going to tell you guys again if this is still good or if it is bad. And I think it's still going to be good. Holding it in my hand, this is solid. You can drop it. You can... It is a solid piece of equipment. It's not going to scratch or anything. I'm so excited to test this out. And I encourage you guys to look into Veak Customs, and thank you to Vincent and Cyanic for letting me do this. Yeah, and it's a project I'm really passionate about, guys. Please go check it out. Again, all those links will be in the description below. Hey, thank you guys for watching to the end of the video, and a huge shout out to Veak and Cyanic. Again, I feel like my thoughts in the video were very cluttered because I'm recording this and I just without a script and just giving my honest opinions on it. And if you're staying till then, I just want to say thank you so much. It means a lot. Go check out my Twitch and all of that. Links will be in the description below. Again, underneath Vincent stuff. And I really do think this is a very awesome project, and I highly encourage you guys to check it out. Thank you so much. Peace.